Can't see you. Hello, lovelies. Oh, welcome to another gorgeous day in paradise. In my little cottage garden by the sea. Honestly, I could just sit here all day. I won't, but I could. Yes, it's still hot, but being here on the coast, those lovely sea breezes keep it tolerable. It's fresh. It's hot, but it's fresh. Anyway, yeah, I could sit here all day. I'm going to get on with the job today, which I had scheduled to do last October. I thought a couple of days a week throughout October, job's a good one, it'll get done. Of course, rain started right at the end of August and didn't stop until March, so that put the kibosh on things. I'm going to get into the shade garden and start clearing it because I really need to get some of the plants I grew from seed last year. I need to get them in. I'll show you the foxgloves. Some of them are starting to flower. I've actually put some of them out the front, but the ones waiting to go out are actually, yeah, they're flowering. Also, having done my first harvest the other day and jiggling, all my neighbours are out again today, jiggling pots around on the patio and getting things into the sun, making sure things are watered. I've realised a bit of a planning boo-boo I made last September, October, and it's a boo-boo that wouldn't have happened in my old allotment days just because I had way more space for jiggling things around, but it's come to light now because I need to do a job and I can't, so it makes me think ahead to this coming October. Yeah, I'm already thinking about October, not wishing time away, but it's one of those things, isn't it, as gardeners, we have to realise our mistakes, acknowledge our mistakes and think, right, how do I rectify that for next year? So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll show you the boo-boo, but also let me catch you up on, I did some seeding and pricking out, if you remember. For me, in my time, that was just 5 days ago. Let me show you what's happened in the intervening few days. That'll be the reward at the end of the day. In the meantime, come on, let's get to work. First of all, the boo-boo. You can see all these broad beans. Well, historically, when I was in the allotment, end of May, beginning of June, they'd all be harvested. But there's loads and loads and loads and loads more to come, so they'll be staying in for, I reckon, another 4 weeks. However, they're in the tomato bed, well, where the majority of tomatoes are going to be. And then over there, where the garlic came out, I can get a couple of tomatoes in there. That bed is empty. So, this coming October, when I plant my broad beans, instead of planting broad beans here, I'll plant them over there, so that by this time next year, this bed will be free and ready for my tomatoes. Oh well, boo-boo this year, learn for next year. And in seed news, I might have to remove my shadow. Oh, someone's got their angle grinder out as well. So literally 5 days ago, this is cucumbers from my saved seeds. So the cucumbers I grew in this garden last year, they're coming up. Is that any cheeky curry? I'm not sure. No sign of squash, but yeah, the cuke's already 5 days in. This, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see. Gosh, light's going to be tricky today, but can you see? This is the kale, Cavolinero. They're coming up. And then look at that one at the back. That's lettuces. They're racing away. Nothing from the gigantes yet, but looking at the honesty which were pricked out, oh, I reckon they've doubled in size. Wonderful. And then down here at the front, I knew that one was questionable, but actually it's grown a whole set of leaves. And again, so did I say this? Sorry, this is the hollyhocks. They've doubled in size, it looks like. Fantastic. And meanwhile, the little teeny tiny specks of foxgloves, well, they're actually getting to a size now where I can start to think about pricking out. I'm really glad I got that pricking out done because, yeah, they're all really taking off now. As are the cosmos that I pricked out and put in there. I mean, yeah, twice the height they were in 5 days. Now, obviously, we've had all this gorgeous sunshine and heat, but I've also made sure, I mean, you can probably tell anyway, I've made sure to keep the compost good and damp. Right, let's go and get on with the work of today. Clearing the shade garden. So the plan of action is this. I want to start by clearing the crocosmia, and there's a couple of brambles in here. I don't want to clear all the cosmos. I'm hoping to keep the cosmos up at the back. However, I don't know whether it's going to be possible because of those brambles. I might have to dig so much to get the brambles out. Oh, little sparrow, good morning. Yes, peck all the... Oh, I forgot to show you something. You know what? I'm just going to apologise now. There's going to be lots of background noises today. People are getting on with jobs in their gardens. I think someone's having some building work done. Apologise for it now and then ignore it for the rest of the day. But let me show you the other thing I forgot to show you. I've put the celery here. This is sort of ahead of the compost bin. I put it here to start acclimatising to this shadier part of the garden, and really annoyingly I've lost two. Two have been nibbled away. So I need to get my slug collars out, and actually before they can be planted out, I think just a small scattering of the organic slug pellets. I literally just noticed that now, how annoying. I'll lift them off there for now until I can get them properly protected. But what I wanted to show you in this oh so peaceful garden, these are my the foxgloves I sowed last year. Remember I was saying they're a biennial, so you sow 1 year, they flower the next. Well, look, they're only starting to flower. So I've got this pale lilac one. I thought it was going to be apricot coloured at first. And then I wonder if that one's going to be white. Well, it's a sort of creamy yellow white. But yeah, I really, really, really want to get these planted. Because apart from anything else, well, I want them to flower. I want them to be happy to flower. But I also want them to drop their seed in their forever home so that I'll have foxgloves in 2 years' time. And the seeds that I just showed you that need pricking out, they'll be the flowers for next year. Right, before I do anything else, I'm going to rescue the tray of celery and put it up out of the way of slugs and snails until I can get some guard, some protection for them. Right, as we were, yeah, so get this crocosmia cleared out. I just want to give myself a bit of space though to do that by cutting back some of the lower bits of this tree. At the same time, so I'm going to just get the more whippy bits off for now. Obviously I can tackle it just with secateurs. I've got my loppers handy though, because also this tree has to go. It's far too close to the wall. Its roots, they're going to take the wall out. Don't need that kind of repair build. But while I'm doing it, and this is what I've got the loppers for, I'm gonna harvest it as well. Make, do and mend, not make, do and mend. Waste not, want not. I need some sticks, about that long, maybe 2.5, 3 feet long, for a frame I want to build for one of my veggies this summer. I want to build a cuke frame. Last year I did it as a teepee. Teepee's rubbish though, because it all gets too crowded in the top and I missed various cukes. So I want to build a frame like I used to do on the allotment. It's like a ladder. So I've got my uprights, that's no problem, but getting shorter sticks, I had tons at the allotment because they break. Keep the shorter ones. So if I can, I'm going to make the most of hacking this away by hopefully hacking myself some branches. Anyway, get on. Get on. So I can just get the smaller stuff out now with secateurs. Let's make it more ergonomic about this. I can see as well on the ground it has thrown up quite a few suckers. So, I mean, I think it's going to be an absolute beggar to dig out. And there's a bit more bramble here as well. Ouchie. Bramble everywhere. That sucker, that was one of the suckers. I just cut the top off, but I've left a chunk of it. It's sort of as a marker so that I know I really need to dig down in that bit to get the rest of it out. Oh, that might be one of my branches. Can I get to it yet? Can I get in there? No, it's a bit too short. Never mind. I'm sure there will be 2 or 3 lengths in here that I can grab and use for my cucumber frame. Right, it's going to take me an age. So I'll just get on with this. Oh! And we'll reconvene, and hopefully by the time we reconvene to get down here, it'll be a bit quieter. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? What's happened to my quiet days? Quiet for a minute. Just putting this all in my basket for now. I can get a lot in here. And then this evening, either out here if it's still pleasant, or back indoors, pop the radio on and sit with the basket and snip it all down tiny so it'll compost. Yeah, it's going to take a while. I'll see you in a moment. A moment for you, probably an hour for me. Bit short, might be useful. Oh. Slow and steady. I've got, hold on. That's a good one. Maybe 4 foot. Those I think I can use. I think they'll be useful. It depends how wide I build the frame. Well, it's only going to be the width of the bed, as in from the wall to the front. Let's have a biggie. Oh la la. It's like rubbish that becomes instantly treasure. Even in the shade it's getting warm. Might have a water break. It's lovely. It's gone quiet again. Yay. Useful. Oh, let's get that bit off. One more, then a little break. Go on. Oh. Loppers and determination. Gonna have that water now. Phew, well that's given me a good bit of space to work with now. You can see all from there, all it's out, and then little suckers all out. So now I can get to the cosmos, and this is one of the issues. These brambles that start somewhere, I think they start up there, but then they've also rooted down here. Good. That's a lot of that gone. Good, good, good. And in the process, oh, messy, messy. Yes, yes, little ones, you'll get to go in soon. In the process, I've harvested so far some good poles. Sit in this chair for a sec. Yeah, I've just, so you can see the ones on the soil, you can see they're as wide as the bed. So, because I'm planning to arrange the cute frame sideways on, so the cutes get planted in a row like dung, 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 and they grow up, coming backwards. So that'll be the ladders, and I've got some taller poles to do the uprights, and then those 4 lengths, they might be either too long for some jobs or too short for others, but they'll be useful. So I'm just going to leave them in the sun to dry them out. What I don't want to do is put them in the soil and they root. Oh, angle grinder starting up again. I think I might have a few more broad beans off. Yeah, water first. Look at this day. Oh, gorgeous. Shame about the noise. It still feels peaceful though. Right. Let's see how tough this ground is here. I just spotted a bit of litter I missed. Feels like a rock. These crocosmia went from on my window all the way to the manhole cover, so I know what I'm likely to find down here, an absolute mat of them. So, I'm going to put the columns to one side and see if anyone wants them. Foliage chops the compost, but I need to go through carefully. And this is why I wanted to do it last October, was so that any I missed, and they're easy to miss, any I missed would come up in the spring, I'd see where they were and I'd have a second go at them rather like I did with the bluebells. But never mind, now is the time I'm doing them. Columns to one side, and then if some come up next year, so be it. I'll just have them out. Oh, there is a rock. With a perfect stone, obviously. Definitely not a quick job. Save. Compost. Oh, snapped that one. Oh, snapped. And so on for a few days. Give me a couple of days. So, just managed to get this one out. There are its roots, just a little one, but you can see it's a bit of bramble. It's quite a young one. But can you see here where that sort of leaf node, where that's, if I put it there against the light of my top, you can see where that leaf node has hit the soil, it started to root. So you end up with that bit being rooted, that bit being rooted, joined, and there between you get a nice little tripwire. Yeah, be careful. I'm putting my brambles separately because they're a bit, I'll just take a bit more time chopping them because obviously they're prickly, and I think that's a bit more of the bay. So many suckers. Yeah, I don't want my flowers having to compete with that. Actually, that can sit also next to the bramble for chopping. Okay. Oh, is that another bramble? Yeah. Probably wrapped up in the bay roots as well. Ouch. One minute. I think that's enough for this session. Good and Bennett. I'll show you how far I've got in a second, but one of the big things was the brambles. So I've removed one. Oh, so 2. They're a bit conjoined. 3, 4, 5. Oh la la. 6, 7, 8, and 9. No, that's a bit of the tree. 8. Those bits of brambles that I just showed you, all these bits, they're all where an original mother plant has touched down and they've rooted. I haven't even got to the mother plants yet, but at least they're out of the way. Now too, I think I must have, yeah, scratched the back of my hand, it's itching. Let me show you where I got to before I collapse, and also not forgetting that the job's not finished, because now I've got all that, the box to now chop, 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 brambles to chop, but that, at least that's a sitting down job. Yeah, let me show you where I got to. Wow, it's really warming up, even in the shade garden. So far, that much. So this is Japanese anemone, and it's a white one, so I'm happy for it to stay. Oh yeah, all sorts of rocks and stones out. I haven't gone through this with my fork again, but there'll be more detritus down there. Didn't get to the top bit. I mean, it's taken me 2 hours to do this much. Good grief. Anyway, it's a start, isn't it? It's a start. The soil looks pretty dusty down here, so all my bags, all my grow bags are spent compost from last year. They can come here, but oh, this is what I'm a bit in trepidation of. Oh, it's going to be a nightmare getting this thing out. Anyway, it's a start, and oh, and behind it there's one more. Can you see that bramble has come across? It's rooted right behind the tree, so I can't properly get to it to dig that out at the moment. I might have to cut it though, because otherwise, yeah, again, it's, never mind tripwire, I could bend out, it'd be a garrote, a spiky garrote. That lot, that can wait for the next session. But yeah, I'm pleased to, you know, I've made a start. That's the main thing. Well, despite being in the shade, it's made me, it's put a bit of colour in my cheeks. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming it's 5-6 degrees cooler in the shade than in the garden. Anyway, I've got all the chopping to do. I've got a basket over by my bench. I was going to sit in the sun and do it. I think I'm going to get myself something to eat first though, and top up water. I may chop in the sun, I may feel it's too much. Pesky thing's starting up again. So I'll bring it over here and do it in the shade. Actually probably leave it until this evening to do it, because I've just remembered the job I'm supposed to be doing after lunch. Right, anyway, waffling now. I'm so glad that's underway. So glad it's underway. Will those foxgloves ever be planted? What I might do with them, I might plant them this side of the Japanese anemone, where I won't stand on them whilst I'm trying to get the tree roots out. And it just be a smaller shade garden this year. And the foxgloves that I've seeded, they can go where the tree is at the moment next year. Oh, and the honesty needs to go out as well. Waffling. I've had a bit too much activity on a warm day. It's perfect. All right, lovelies, I'll see you all again really soon. Not sure for what, but I'll see you really soon. So until then, happy doing whatever it is you're up to doing, whether it's gardening or doing things indoors because it's too hot for you outdoors. By the time you see this, it might have cooled down a lot already. It might be raining every day and we'll all be saying, oh, I wish it was last week again when it was hot and sunny. Us Brits, we're never happy with the weather. Whatever you're doing, enjoy it. Until the next one, cheerio.